Okay, black bars it is. Apparently the engine was not rigged for widescreen monitors, which is beyond me. Okay, I'm gonna start a new game because this difficulty level now? All the puzzles, all the pain. Suitable for normal players and beginners. Yeah, I'm gonna go for normal then. Yeah, but you gotta have standards, practices, and other types of things. I'm bad at puzzles and problems. So, it's gonna be normal difficulty.
For as long as I can remember, the peoples of Avantasia have been at war. One single monumental battle between humans and orcs, dwarves and shadows, elves and sorcerers, and me, right in the middle. I had enough enough of sticking my neck out for one side or the other.
Yeah, I've got you, but do you want me to restart on hard?
I seized the opportunity.
Okay, I'll restart with hard. God damn it. Come on, game. Give me a menu.
It was just as I'd always... I left the narrow as soon...
It must reach maximum frustration levels. I have to play it on hard.
Nothing and no... That's...
The red...
Then you should...
I mean, no...
There's no fooling... For my life...
Land on the...
Okay, if I have to sit through this opening cutscene one more time... Alright, I'll go for hard.
The Red Pirate, the previous owner of the Mary, is a passion. For as long as I can remember, the peoples of Avantasia have been at war. One single monumental battle between humans and orcs, dwarves and shadows, elves and sorcerers.
I know this map.
And me, right in the middle. I had enough of it. Enough of sticking my neck out for one side or the other. Enough of carrying out orders or having to fear for my life. I seized the opportunity. And from now on, my life is in my hands. What could possibly go wrong?
If only clouds looked this way. That's weird. Obst. Does that mean harvest? It means harvest in German. Why is it that some rocks float and others don't? I mean, with those floating islands. I mean, in the Deathgate Chronicles by Weiss and Hickman, they kind of explain that the rocks in certain realms are made out of corallite, which is lighter than air.
It was just as I'd always imagined it. I left the narrow alleys of the cities behind me and flew to freedom with my brand new airship. As soon as I learn to navigate, it'll take me wherever I want. A fantastic feeling that nobody can take away from me. Nothing and nobody. Ah, damn.
Nathaniel Bonnet! I knew I'd find you.
That's Captain Bonnet to you, my dear.
The Red Pirate wants his ship back.
Then you shouldn't shoot at it with cannons. I won't rat on you if you let me escape, okay?
I'm in no mood for jokes. This is about 3 sacks of gold.
There's no fooling around with my head-hunting orc friend. If she boards the ship, that could mean the end of my life of freedom. Or my life in general. I've got to escape her.
Land on the ice or suffer the consequences.
Oh. Try to shoot Mazaz out of the sky. In hard difficulty settings, the hotspot help is turned off. By default, you can turn it on in the settings. Alright, I'll just do what I do with guns.
I'd love to send a cannonball or two Mazaz's way before she boards the Mary. Unfortunately, there's neither gunpowder nor ammo in the cannon.
Oh, then that's us boned.
There's a smaller container in the large barrel. A powder keg. Well, let's light a fire under the green skins behind. Ah, rats. Empty.
Is this a breech loader or a trump loader? Did that come out of my mouth? I don't remember. Oh great, I turned the help off, so it doesn't really point what I can click on.
Sooner or later, I'm...
A muzzle loader, that's it. Damn it. Breech loader and muzzle loader.
The technology is amazingly simple. You turn them sooner or...
Le danger. That looks like...
I've never been down here. I was a little too busy leaving the pirate island with my profits. But everything These barrels store everything you want to keep safe and dry on a long voyage. Dried fruit, tobacco, and gummy bears, for example.
Maybe we can make a gummy bear rocket like they did in...
The barrel is sealed with pitch. I can't open it.
There's no magnifying glasses in this game, it just goes like this. I hate it.
A cowboy...
Oh.
My ship. Not bad for a poor boy
Oh.
from the streets of Huffington.
No magnifying glasses.
In the old days, I picked apples and polished them until they looked irresistible. Then I sold them, and the next day I bought more apples with the gold I earned. A lot more. Once again, I polished them and sold them.
Oh, I can't change
and
it back.
on the third day, I could afford wood for a small market stall. With the gold I earned with my market stall, I bought a piece of land to plant apple trees. On the property, I found a hoard of gold and went to play poker. Hard work is crap.
I'm gonna turn it off. I'll just... Oh, hotspot default. Is hotspots, does that mean that you can actually see the... Ah, that's better. So it's still at hard difficulty, but I get the hotspot thing.
I could dress up as a princess and let myself be rescued by a fat plumber. Nah.
That's been done.
I could dress up as a bat, use my anti-interceptor spray, and... Nah, that won't work either.
That worked for Adam, or late Adam West, we should say now, sadly
A skeletal arm, probably for October 31st. That's when the undead and their supporters have parades everywhere. We're undead. We wander the earth. Get used to it.
Oh, the undead are gay now.
When I was a kid, I often dreamt of just taking off and hiding in the forest. But first off, I didn't have equipment as good as this. And second, there were rumors that the trees were alive and would attack campers. Wouldn't a parachute make more sense on an airship than a tent? I mean, even if the Mary were a normal ship, a tent?
Well, in defense of the tent, when people used to go sailing, they used to put a deck up. They used to put it on Drakkar ships. They used to put up tents on the ship as a form of shelter. They had no real hut. Hut.
It's unbelievable all the things you have to worry about as a pirate these days. Health insurance, pirate social security, pensions, casualty insurance. According to these documents, a pirate with an eye patch and a wooden leg is occupationally disabled. The paperwork was boring the first time I read it. Even the paperclip that holds it all together is more interesting.
Well, then get the paperclip. You could shoot somebody's eye out with that.
Haha, that looks like expensive cigars. Locked, of course. It looks like I need a very small key, or a very big axe.
Use your foot.
The box is locked. A beautiful model of my ship, the Mary. Pots, jars, creams, powder, brush, everything you need for a renovation. What the heck? Let's take that, and this, and a little of that. You could make a paladin happy with this.
Oh, quit harping on the
I always
paladin.
wondered where the fat man got his piggy pink cheeks. Now I know. This must be the finest day in the life of a mirror.
Oh, he gets so overconfident when he's in front of a mirror.
Except for the reflection, I don't see anything extraordinary. Ooh, how pretty.
Do I detect a hint of sarcasm?
No. Who are you?
The question is rather, why are you snooping around in the captain's cabin?
I'm the captain of this proud ship.
Proud? I was once upon a time. Look at me now, I'm a monster.
I always thought figureheads were on the front of the ship.
Yeah, me too.
You mean the stern?
Right, the stern.
It's the bow.
Yeah, that's what I was
Huh?
thinking.
Front is the bow. The
I
stern
might not be
is
able to
starboard.
tell
Oh,
the
I
difference
didn't
between...
know that.
I see you are fully qualified to helm an airship, little man.
You know, like a...
I don't think you look like a monster.
Oh, but I do. I'm old and useless.
You just want to hear compliments from me, don't you?
Oh, if that were so, you just ruined it.
Because you know now that I know that you just want to hear a compliment.
There's something about you that makes me wish I could move my arms and not to cuddle.
You just want to pinch my cheeks. And by that I mean my face cheeks.
Once again, who are you?
I'm the Mary.
Mary? Like the ship?
I am the ship. Or what's left of it. Once I traveled the 9 seas. I battled the waves and saw worlds never before seen by humans.
Are you quoting something or what?
Then the Red Pirate won me in a card game. I served under 5 captains, drunkards, pirates, but none of them were as bad as he. He turned me into an airship. He cut off my proud sails and stuck me with these bloated bags of air.
Oh, you're rid of the fat man. I, Captain Nate Bonnet, won you.
Oh, will you also use me for pleasure cruises, little man? Show me off to your drunken friends and strumpets.
I want to travel the world with you, go on voyages of discovery, have adventures. I don't have any friends, but we'll see about the strumpets.
Right. Is this back on? Because something went wrong.
Listen, Mary, the two of us, you and I, will fly to the edge of the world and back, but you have to help me.
Do I?
There's an airship flying alongside us. On board is the bounty hunter Mazaz. She's after me and wants to take both of us back to the Red Pirate.
What do you expect of me? I'm not a warship. And I can't escape her either. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Mazaz could fire a cannonball through your hull at any moment. Don't you care?
Perhaps it would be best for me to sink here and now.
To crash.
Ships sink!
Ah, not if I can prevent it.
I won't let myself be rescued by just anyone. A lady wants to be conquered.
Hang on, I have to change my windows a little because I can't tell whether my browser is still running or not. There. That should be it.
Mazaz is cold as ice. She'll come over here, clap me in irons, and take you back to the Red Pirate.
You shouldn't always see things so negatively. Maybe there'll be a happy ending.
That was the happy ending. The bad end involves broken bones and masts.
My masts were taken from me years ago, and I'm not interested in your bones.
You know what? I'll deal with a well-toned, fiercely determined, and highly trained orc bounty hunter on my own.
I'm sure that will be very amusing.
Yeah, I decided to stream this today as well. Because, well, I might as well, you know, continue with the... This is the last installment of the Book of Unwritten Tales thing. And I think the playthrough is like 7 hours, I think, so...
Maybe we could fly faster if we lost a few excess pounds.
Don't mind
Such
the black
impudence.
bars, because for some reason...
Ballast! I mean jettison ballast!
I see only one thing here that could be described as excess ballast.
Ah, why is everyone so mean to me?
Well, at least we figure out where Nate found... No, wait. Do we find out? Yeah, we do find out where Nate finds Critter at this point, because it's like the super prequel to all the games I've played so far.
I am your captain, and you shouldn't call me little man.
You are someone who won an old ship gambling. That does not make you the captain, little man.
Also Zort.
I will be the greatest airship captain of all time.
Dreams are all well and good, but one day you wake up and find yourself hanging from a balloon by a rope, and you no longer feel the waves on your bow, the salt air in your sails.
That is my biggest nightmare. I have to go. As the captain, I have a lot to do.
Where's the
You
gunpowder?
ought to know.
She's just being realistic. I
The
still
box
need an
is
axe.
locked. The barrel is sealed with pitch. I can't open it.
Use the paper clip.
The barrel is sealed with pitch.
Use the claw wit.
The barrel is sealed with pitch.
Try this.
I could dress up as a computer game designer, rewrite the first chapter, and... No.
Now just fix the engine so that we don't have black edges anymore. That's maybe something you should do. I'm gonna keep on bitching about that.
It's hard to believe, but none of the costumes seem to be helpful in my situation.
Achievement unlocked, Drag Queen. It's Critter as a drag queen. Oh, it's the oven.
The fire in the oven is out. All I can see are a few smoldering pieces of wood in the middle.
Is that bad?
Experience has taught me not to pick up glowing coals with my hand. Experience has taught me not to pick up glowing...
Well, use this guy's hand then.
Let's see. A lot of charred wood, white ashes, and... Hey! Some charcoal.
Am I gonna
I'll
be
take
making
some of that.
gunpowder?
I wonder. Sure enough. How handy. Now I've got a new best friend and... Hey! Ow!
Oh no! It's doing the Army of Darkness thing.
You little rat! Ah! Ow! Hot! The fire in the oven is out. All I can see are a few smoldering pieces of wood in the middle.
see if there's anything on deck that I can use.
Well, how about it, Nate? Do you give up?
I'm still trying to load
yeah,
my gun.
Just a second. I'm looking for my white flag.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a coffee mill. They
Yeah.
say it has magical effects. The mill is riveted down. I should leave it there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to put the coal into the coffee mill because I need to make gunpowder apparently.
That should work. The charcoal isn't any harder than coffee beans.
Why does he have a coffee maker on deck? I mean,
Well then, finely ground charcoal powder. Steering isn't really the problem. The question is how to find a given location. All I see around me are white clouds and snow-covered plains. I guess I'm somewhere over the Northlands.
and floating masses of rock. That's yeah.
The Red Pirate ship and the prospect of finally being my own master were more important to me than his treasure. But I thought, why shouldn't I start my new life with a couple of chests of gold? What?
Yeah, it's a lodestone type of thing.
Ready?
We already discussed
Horns?
that for the island of
Party
Laputa
hats.
and
I
Gulliver's
hate
Travels
Mardi Gras.
and
I'll take some confetti, a horn, and a Mardi Gras thing. That's enough fun for today.
it's a vuvuzela. It's a double vuvuzela. Oh no. Okay, in order to make gunpowder,
In it goes.
we need saltpeter, as we call it. I don't know what it's called in English. And ammonium, or ammoniac, so which is basically something that we have in our pee. Where do I pee?
The barrel is sealed with pitch. I can't open it. The Red Pirate, the previous owner of the Mary, is a passionate hunter. His favorite prey is people. But since he can't fit through the door anymore, he prefers to send out his bounty hunters, like Mazaz over there.
Do we have oh yeah, we probably have ammonium in our sweat as well.
The bottle is empty, but the Red Pirate knows quality when he sees it. The wine had a cork. The cork and corkscrew are still in the neck of the bottle.
Gotta get the corkscrew so we can open up the barrel thing.
I'll just keep the corkscrew. I'm not interested in empty bottles. This baby can make the Kessel run in less than 2 days and flies at 1.5 times the speed of the wind. Whatever that means.
Oh well,
I couldn't pimp that thing up if my life depended on it. Which, quite coincidentally, it does. A rubber hose, just under 2 meters long and about a gnome's thumb thick. My guess is that the hose is used for changing water. You hear that engine? There's no reason to break down or explode. The rope ladder leads up to the balloon. All the ropes, nets, struts, and beams up there make me nervous. I can't reach the rope ladder, and even if I could, I feel much safer here on deck than up there.
That's a weird corkscrew.
You won't take me back, Zazzy. Nobody will take me back. A gray powder.
Why did you stick that in your mouth? It could be rat poison for all you know.
Saltpeter.
Oh, it's saltpeter.
There is a very simple explanation for why there is a barrel of saltpeter here. It's used together with salt to cure meat. There's a logical explanation for everything. Or a magical one.
There's one advantage you might have with a wooden airship is that it will be less it will be harder to detect by a Star Destroyer because it's largely made out of wood and metal, and it doesn't really have a power plant inside of it.
That's saltpeter powder. I would take... In it goes.
What is this now? Is that another ingredient I need? What's this powder?
No, the gold compact is better for the powder.
Oh.
Cotton balls for skin.
We need to make some sort of a wad.
Cotton balls for... a bunch of...
That might work. A hose? Yeah, they probably wouldn't think of it as something dangerous because it's too stupid to think of. Okay, so what else can we pick up now? Ship in a bottle.
The fire in the oven is out. All I can see are a few smoldering pieces of wood in the middle.
If you don't land right, come on!
You shouldn't make prom count to 3. Huh. I'd love to send a cannonball or two Mazaz's way before she boards the Mary. Unfortunately, there's neither gunpowder nor ammo in the cannon. Saltpeter powder and charcoal powder. Mixing that together makes nothing.
Okay, where's the pea?
If I jettisoned ballast, I could fly higher and maybe a little bit faster, but no matter what I do, I won't be able to escape Zazzy's interceptor.
Pea. I don't think the Dutch did that. Did they? I know that if you can load a gun with anything if you run out of cannonballs, but
Hey, Mary.
Well, what's going on?
I think you could offer me more support. After all, I'm busy rescuing your behind as well.
Is it worth it? Since it's no longer half underwater, I've been feeling so fat.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Thanks to me, you'll soon shine in renewed splendor. All you need is a new crew under the leadership of a strong captain.
Unfortunately, all I see here is a weak landlubber.
I have to go. As the captain, I have a lot to do.
You ought to know.
they probably just use really smelly cheese then.
The box is locked.
All
Without
right,
a key,
I have a paper clip so I can jimmy the lock.
I'll bend open the paper clip. Maybe then I can pick the lock.
Or pick it, we call it. Oh dear. Oh, balls. Oh, it's like this. It's like threading a needle. It's like the electric needle room. Oh, come on. Can't fit through there? What is wrong with you? lock-picking puzzles. Always getting them cramping my style. Don't really have any style. Be reading a book about deep-sea fish instead, or watching a documentary on ironclads. Instead, I'm puzzling through a lock. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. Why can't you just bend your... Damn
This
it.
is so annoying. I'll try again later. The box is locked, without a key or something of the sort. Another try.
Can't you just get an axe like you suggested? Oh, you can go between those. It's just very finicky. Oh, that should do it.
Aha! That's it.
Chest buster.
Just one cigar left. I'll use it to celebrate my successful escape this evening.
Ah, tobacco.
A beautiful model of my ship, the Mary.
Apparently you can make recipes where you can mix tobacco into where basically you get the nicotine in your system by ingesting it. That's why you have recipes where they put cut up
This
tobacco
must
into
be
your
the
food.
finest day in the life of a mirror.
But I'll be damned if I'll ever get addicted to nicotine again.
A beautiful model of my ship, the Mary. A beautiful model of my ship.
Can I take the box too?
I already took the last cigar. As long as I don't refill the box, it will remain empty. Unless... Nope. Not magic. Oh, glorious day! The captain is here!
You're no captain, you're nothing.
Oh, that
I've
hurts.
been told that my whole life.
Oh, well, perhaps nothing is somewhat exaggerated.
Ah, I made you feel guilty.
Maybe I like you after all. A little.
The hell is that?
Judging by the smell, this is sulfur powder. Useful against...
Oh, I had that all the time.
All right. Mixing sulfur powder, saltpeter powder, and charcoal in the right proportions produces... gunpowder. In it goes. And mix carefully. Enough gunpowder to fire a couple of rounds across Mizaz's bow.
Well, that's like Captain Kirk against the Gorn. There's no way you can actually proportion gunpowder properly without... Well, I guess we'll just have to live with it. Oh, it is a...
That should be enough.
But projectile.
The cannon is perfectly aimed and charged with gunpowder. All I need is ammo.
Whatever that is.
The fire in the oven is out. All I can see are a few smoldering pieces of wood in the middle.
Or just put the bottle in there.
A beautiful model of my ship. A beautiful model of my ship, the Mary.
Don't we need a wad to shoot a gun?
How long do you think?
Well, maybe 20 minutes?
That was a rhetorical question.
Then don't ask it. I hate rhetorical
Then,
questions.
30 minutes.
We'll find out if you don't start your descent right now.
Or a fuse. But you need a
My
wad.
theory is that the cotton will be so compressed by the air pressure that it will hit Zazzy's ship like a rock.
That's a bad theory.
All I need is fire. The fire in the oven is out. All I can see are a few smoldering pieces of wood in the middle.
I'll just use the cigar on there then. Yeah, stick your head in the oven.
Ah! I'll have scorched my face before the cigar starts to burn.
Well, use the...
It's horrible enough even without the hose. A rubber hose. I shoved the cigar a little way into the hose.
Oh, that looks like a really weirdly improvised fuse. This is weird.
Hmm? Oh yeah. Smoking is terrible, and every smoker is a monster.
I know that I'm an ex-smoker, and you say like, oh yeah, you remember that when you know, take a drag from a cigarette, and then that you feel that first hit of nicotine in the morning, and then you say, oh, I missed that, and then you start thinking about how badly it fucked up my lungs, and then you go like, nah, never mind.
Take that. All right. Do you give up?
Ah! Oh no! How will I defend myself? All I have is cannonballs! Ah!
I've got gunpowder. If I had a cannonball, the green skin wouldn't stand a chance.
She just shot one.
Well, let's say a slightly smaller one than now. That should be more effective ammo for the cannon. Rats. It's stuck tight and won't budge. Nah, nothing to talk about.
It's jammed. Or did he just say that? It's stuck, it won't budge, it's jammed.
Except for the reflection, I don't see it.
Okay, the prying pointer achievement is unlocked.
A beautiful model of my ship.
Ah, hang on. That's powder. Oh.
It's horrible enough even without the hose. Ah, that won't work. The mouthpieces don't fit. Ah, that won't work. cannonball is wedged between the bars. I don't think I can get it out.
That didn't do anything. Use the rubber hose on it.
I've fixed the corkscrew to the end of the hose.
Yeah, and then you have what, a boarding hook?
A very fine powder. It's used to try to cover up the putty on your face. A bunch of colorful bits of paper. Throw them in the air for some reason.
Yeah, I never understood confetti either. Oh.
Yay. Enough gunpowder to fire a couple of rounds across Mazaz's bow.
Okay, I'll just load up the gun again. Apple pie.
Here we go again. The cannon is perfectly aimed and charged with gunpowder. All I need is ammo. That should be more effective ammo for the cannon. Rats. It's stuck tight and won't budge.
Okay. Come on, is there any type of lubricant or a lever?
It's horrible enough.
Apple pie Chevrolet.
Nah, nothing to talk about. A beautiful model of my ship, the Mary.
Why is your ice cream being poisoned? Why must you ruin my...
This must be the fine... The fire in the oven is out. All I can see are a few smoldering pieces of wood in the middle.
Okay, what completely illogical contraption is going to...
That fearsome face with the bared teeth is pretty scary. Not to mention the wolf's head on the ship.
Is that a wolf's head? It has horns.
Zazzy's interceptor is faster than the Mary. I can't get away from her. The cannon is perfectly aimed and charged with gunpowder. It's horrible enough even without... Ah, that won't work. It's horrible enough even with...
Oh. Just need to confuse her with confetti, and then she'll fire
Scraps
another
of paper will
cannonball.
turn into dangerous grape shot when they're fired from a cannon. I hope so, anyway.
And then she's gonna fire another cannonball, and we can retrieve that one.
If that's the way you want it!
10,000 more shots like that, And I might die of old age.
No, actually, the paper, the
How
paper
much of
fibers will
this
get
do
into
you
your
think
lungs.
You can take.
Oh, that one comes out.
That was rather improbable.
It's called pool, shooting pool.
I'll just use everything that's left. It's now or never.
It's now or never.
I'd say this finally evens the odds. Yeah! I'm free! Do you hear me? You'll never catch me! Oh no!
No, that's a boarding hook.
I thought you bounty hunters always had another trick up your sleeve. That is so unfair. Come on, you can't just take me back to the fat man.
3 sacks of gold, Nate. Business is business.
A prisoner on board his own ship. How will Captain Bonnet overcome this cruel twist
Stop
of fate?
narrating your own life.
What are you doing?
I just like to narrate my own life from time to time.
Why?
Because no one else will. Duh.
Weirdo.
Hey, Zazie, let me out of here. I'm the captain of this proud ship, this queen of the seas. My ship and I are a team. She would never leave her captain in the lurch.
Face it, I am now the captain of this ship, and it obeys every turn of the helm.
But it could shake you off with a daring maneuver or drop one of those beams up there on your head.
Those beams are called yards. You feeble excuse of a captain.
She's quite right, Captain Bonnet. And to be honest, I feel somewhat safer in her hands.
Mutiny. Feminism. The bars are all made of iron, but the top and the floor of the cage are made of wood. Well, maybe that's my chance. A rivet on one of the boards is loose. I can't get my finger under it. And apart again.
I have a rivet now.
The other rivets are rock solid. The gap's too small to climb through, and the other boards can't be loosened. The lock is as primitive as it is solid. I'd need a sledgehammer to break it open. No way. Aha. So that's how Mazaz got on board. She may be green, but you shouldn't underestimate her.
Nah, the human species will only be doomed when we have, instead of Mad Max, or the male species, the males will be doomed. Only be doomed if we ever have a Mad Maxine.
I've fixed the corkscrew to the end of the hose.
That's the thing. The way you go towards, as you grow older, you begin to develop more feminine physical features, but then you should be in your 60s technically. I don't know. Why did I put the corkscrew onto the hose again?
I'm a prisoner on my own ship, and a bounty hunter wants to take me back to an infamous pirate. I've really had about all the fun I can stand for now. I'm a prisoner on my own ship, and a bounty hunter I've really...
Too much penis.
A very fun... I'm a prisoner on my own ship, and a bounty hunter wants to... I've really... The steam engine has 2 TP. That's plenty power for the ship.
Oh, they don't do horsepower, they do troll power.
The chain can certainly take a wallop. Maybe I can use it as a weapon. The chain is beyond my reach. The chain would slide over the metal pipe and make a hell of a noise. Zazzy would notice, and be really mad. No way.
Poor meatloaf.
The lock is as primitive as it is solid. The gap's too small to climb through, and the other boards can't be loosened. The chain would slide over the metal pipe and make a hell of a noise. Zazzy would notice, and be really mad.
I don't know what kind of cancer therapy you can go into that could do that.
I'm a prisoner on my own ship, and a bounty hunter wants to take me back to an infamous pirate. I've really had about all the fun I can stand for now. I'm a prisoner on my own ship, and a bounty hunter wants to take me back to an infamous pirate. I've really had about all the fun I can stand for now.
Yeah, that's true. If it contains estrogen, you'll develop boobs.
A very fine powder. It's used... It's horrible enough. Ah, that won't work. The chain is beyond... I'm a prisoner on my own, and a bounty hunter wants to take me back to an I've really had about all the fun I can stand for now. The chain would slide over... Zazzy would notice, and... I tied the hose to the corkscrew, and now I feel much closer to the solution of all my problems.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm having trouble. I have this thing.
The chain is beyond my reach.
Yeah, that's one thing.
The gap's too small to climb through, and the other boards can't be loosened.
That doesn't do anything.
Ah. First, I have to free myself. And second, I can't get caught by Mazaz. She'd just make short work of me.
I didn't like Fight Club.
do you want, prisoner?
Why so impersonal? We've got a long flight ahead of us. We ought to get to know each other better.
Oh, this is why I hate bringing back my targets alive.
You know what? I give up. Let the fat man have his precious ship back. My freedom is more important to me than this ship.
It's not just about the ship. You made him look ridiculous.
A fat little pirate who runs around dressed in red from head to toe, and I made him look ridiculous?
You beat him at cards. In his city. Nobody does that and gets away alive.
Somebody should have told me that before.
We did tell you. But you just couldn't resist, could you? If you're lucky, he'll just toss you into the dungeon for the rest of your life.
Is it a soft sofa or is it more like a harder sofa? Because I'm quite picky that way.
I object. I won this ship fair and square, and I was in international airspace when you illegally boarded.
You should have defended it better. Besides, you cheated when you won it.
Just like everybody else at the table.
But none of them was stupid enough to cheat the fat man out of his ship.
Floor's better.
We should run away together. We'll fly to the sunny south, sell the ship for gold, and spend the rest of our days playing solitaire and hidden object games.
No.
Not interested.
Or we'll loot and pillage our way across the world.
Me? A hedge fund manager? I'll pass.
Yeah.
Or you could use
There's
me
loads
for
of stuff I can
other
nibble on.
things. You know, I like girls with sturdy thighs.
Yeah, but I don't like miserable wimps without a hint of self-esteem.
Wow. If you keep saying such mean things to me, someday I'll throw myself into the abyss.
What could happen? You don't seem to have a backbone to break.
Ouch.
Enough chatter! We both have a job to do. I steer the airship and you just sit in the cage and shut up.
Okay, that conversation's out of the way. Does that open something up?
If I can climb into the cabin and lock the hatch without being seen, I'll have a few minutes peace from Zazie. Only the grate is in the way. The chain would slide open.
Yeah.
Zazie would notice.
Yeah, no.
No way. The steam engine has 2 TP. That's... The steam engine has 2... The chain would... Zazie would notice. And... It's horrible enough even without the hose.
Nee. I'll have to put my mind up against it again.
The gap's too small to climb through, and the other boards can't be loosened.
Put the... no. Put the...
Ah.
powder in the... But use the powder on...
A very fine powder. Ah. The steam engine has...
I don't know. The time I spent in Ireland... only tourists mistook me for an Irish person because the Irish themselves, I had adopted the accent over a while. But of course, the Irish were like, yeah, you're obviously not Irish, but tourists mistook me for an indigenous Irishman. It's not that easy. American tourists of all.
The chain would slide over the metal pipe and make a hell of a noise.
Yeah, so I need to put something...
Zazzy would notice, and be really mad.
What the hell?
If I can climb into the cabin and lock the hatch without being seen, I'll have a few minutes' peace from Zazzy. Only the grate is in the way. No way.
You don't put ice in whiskey.
The steam engine has 2 TP.
Do I talk to her when she's turned around? No. It's one of those things you have to time, is that it?
No. The steam engine... Zazzy? Are we there yet?
Oh,
I have to go.
what?
I really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's a
Hold
trick.
it in.
Oh, that's
Will
mean.
you read me something?
No,
Can we play a game?
no.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with B.
Will you shut up? Just sit there in your cage and shut your mouth.
But are we there yet? Life is so unfair. I wish just once I could have a decent streak of luck.
And I wish I could have my hands on the elm. Wait a second. That should help.
Oh, you have to nag her until she puts in the earplugs.
All right, let's give it a try. I hope Zazzy really can't hear anything. Excellent.
What was that?
What?
That sound?
You mean my excited heartbeat when I see you from behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice reply.
I've got the chain.
Yay. Yeah.
Assuming I hit one of the spokes with a hook, the chain would wrap around the wheel. That won't help me. The chain seems solid. It ought to be able to stand.
It's only as strong as its weakest
The
link.
chain seems... Okay. Maybe the best chance I've got.
Hey, stop!
Ooh.
Whew, that was close. The hatch looks like it will hold, for now. I've got to get that green skin off my ship, but how?
Open up, Nate. You don't stand a chance.
Broomhilda. Hang on. Are you talking about Broomhilda from Jabberwocky? Or was that Broomhill? I don't
Open
remember.
up, Nick.
A
You don't
beautiful
stand a
model of my
chance.
ship, the Mary. Except for the reflection.
No, that was Brunhild. I don't remember.
Hey, Mary.
Well, what's going on?
Will you help me now to get Mizaz overboard?
Is that the person hacking away at my hat?
That's right, and before that, she spat on your deck.
That is... Who spits on an old lady's deck?
I don't want to get into that.
I will avenge you, my lady. But to do so, I need
Open
help.
up, Nick. You don't stand a chance.
There's an entrance to a secret cargo hold that was used to transport smuggled goods. A hatch leads from there to the hull.
Ah, that could definitely be useful. Thanks. See you later, Mary.
See you later, little man.
Oh, great, it's a lock.
A solid wooden hatch with a lock. Some sort of combination lock, only with symbols instead of numbers. And what's this? A little note that was slipped under the lock.
It's Pickerton.
Ah, a cheat sheet. How handy.
Well, at least I hope it's
The
a cheat
following
sheet.
clues are written here. 1 under the ship. It's smeared. It was 4 words. The first one could be symbol. 3, age of the Mary.
Can I watch the note? Because it's not helpful.
This won't be locked much longer.
Whatever you're gonna try, it won't work.
Where's my inventory?
Ah, a cheat sheet. How handy. The following clues are written here. 1 under the ship. It's smeared. It was 4 words. The first one could be symbol. 3, age of the Mary.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those things where you don't ask a lady her age.
Hey, Mary.
Well, what's going on?
The hatch to the cargo hold is sealed with a symbol lock. What's the combination?
No idea. Nolos installed it because he was worried about his lock collection.
When exactly did Captain Olos install the symbol lock?
Let me think. Evans, Captain Koo, Captain Warrups, and before that, Captain Ollis was here. That must have been 12 years ago.
So, 12 years ago. Underneath. So, on your belly.
Bow.
Exactly. Do you have any sort of symbol there?
I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Some sort of marking in the wood? Maybe a serial number or a brand?
I am neither a cow nor a ship off the assembly line.
But something has to be there. How old are you, Mary?
Is that any sort of question for a lady?
I asked you first.
And I won't answer.
Quip quo pro, Mary.
What?
What?
Quip quo pro.
Do you mean
Open
a
up,
quid
Nick.
pro
You
quo?
don't stand a chance.
Exactly. I tell you something about me, then you tell me something about you. I was born in Huffington. How old are you?
The assumption for this game is that I find something
Open up,
about you
Nick. You
interesting.
don't stand a chance.
But I am interesting and deep and stuff.
Of course.
I think it's amazing how young and radiant you look.
Oh, really?
Yes, your wood shines, your rivets are bright.
Go on.
Your lines are taut, your hull is curvy. You Look like you just came out of the shipyard.
Oh, you old sweet talker. I do keep myself in good shape.
You sure do. You don't look a day over 95?
I'm 81.
Oh, great.
Too easy.
We're not one of the symbols. Not one of the symbols in alchemical sign that looked like a bit like the number 69.
When exactly did Captain Ollos install the symbol lock?
Isn't that just a Gemini symbol, an astrology symbol for Gemini?
War-ups, and before that, Captain Ollis was here. That must have been 12 years ago.
So, 12 years ago. See you later, Mary.
See you later, little man.
Ah, a cheat sheet. How handy. The following clues are written here. 1 under the ship. It's smeared. It was 4 words. The first one could be symbol. 3, Age of the Merry.
Yeah.
All right.
This isn't helpful. I am so confused right now. How do you get 81 out of these symbols? Ugh.
This won't be locked much longer. Ah, a cheat sheet. How handy. The following clues are 1 under the ship. It's smeared. It was 4 words. The first one
Open
could
up,
be
mate.
symbol.
You don't stand a chance.
3, Age of the Merry.
Nah, undoubtedly I will never get it. This looks like a 3. This looks like 69. I don't know what that is supposed to be. What is that? An omega symbol? That could be an 8. It said the age of the Mary. It said age of the Mary. He installed it 12 years ago. Then Mary was how old? Oh, hang on. Oh, I gotta think. Oh, like that. Duh. That helped.
This won't be locked much longer.
Made perfect sense. He's... Oh, okay.
This won't be locked much longer. Ah, a cheat sheet. How handy. The following clues are written here. 1 under the ship.
Yeah, that's a keel.
It's smeared. It was 4 words. The first one could be symbol. 3, Age of the Merry.
Right, under the ship. Symbol. The Jolly Roger? X marks the spot. Oh.
This won't be locked. On the note, it said one of the symbols can be found under the ship. Could that be about the ship in a bottle? I can't see anything. Do I really have to break the bottle? That would be a pity.
I'll hang you from the yardarm without a rope!
Ah, rats! No symbol under the ship. I was so sure. That was the stand for the ship in a bottle. The bottle lay on the wood and... Wait a second. Haha, there's the symbol. A square with a circle inside it.
Oh. That was quick.
There. Let's see. There's a sliding hatch. Must lead outside. Wah!
Of course not. Oh, she's axing it.
I still can't believe that Pizzazz was able to fool me so easily. I mean, me! The master of cheap tricks!
What do you mean I didn't even do the middle one? I broke the game again?
I could attach the hook to her belt, but she'd notice and then I'd be in trouble.
What is this? Oh. How's that helping me?
Just as I thought. Tools and materials for the maintenance and repair of the balloons. A brush, putty knives, a needle with tear-proof thread, a roll of adhesive tape. I'll take that.
What am I gonna do with adhesive tape?
A flag with a strange coat of arms. It's tied to the main balloon with 4 cords. Not a chance. These knots defy more than just wind and weather. From up here, Mazaz almost looks like an ant. A 200-pound, muscle-bound, green bounty hunting ant.
You might as well open up, Nate! You don't stand a chance!
Why is there a teddy bear hanging from the keel? Or the bow?
I don't need the other stuff. Not a chance.
You might as well open up, Nate.
Sort of
You
tank.
don't stand a chance.
Maybe a water reservoir. Or a ballast tank. I admit I'm not an airship expert. Not yet. One wrong step and there goes our rating.
Yeah, he'd be minced meat. Oh.
At any rate, she gave me the hint about the hatch. But I think it will be a while before she accepts me as her captain. The fire in the oven is out.
What powder? I don't have any powder in my inventory anymore. Told you I broke the game again.
Okay. An instrument with a horrifying potential for fun. An instrument with a horrifying... That could work. The horn acts as a funnel and compresses the headwind into the mouthpiece.
Yeah, it's like those sirens they used to put on Stuka dive bombers.
Now quick!
Huh? What is that thing? Ah.
Oh, I just had to grab the axe and now I can...
Whew, that was close. But I got the axe. That will at least gain me a little time.
I mean, did they recycle a lot of locations from the other games to make this one?
I ought to be able to cut through the cords with this, eventually. Whew, got it. A nice big flag. I cut the cords as far as possible from the corners.
Oh.
Ah!
I don't know, the planes from the Luftwaffe were... I would rather settle for the Japanese type of airplanes because they were pretty amazing for that technology of that era.
Mazaz would notice if I tied the flag to her clothes. It would take too long.
Ah! Ah!
I don't have to go up there anymore, do I?
I don't think there's anything else up there for me, but the rope could still come in handy.
I don't know what plane the Messerschmitt 109 was.
Ah! You might as well open up, Nate. You don't stand a chance.
What the hell? Most of the Nazi era planes were, come on, designed for ground support.
Oh man, I'm too young to die!
Do you want me to kill you? What is that? Drop it!
It's like a drogue chute.
Sure
Look.
thing. Does the term breaking chute mean anything to you?
No, we call it a drogue chute.
Zazzy, you shouldn't mess with people who are smarter than you.
Come a little closer. I'll show you who you shouldn't mess with.
Don't you have like a knife in your boot, Zazzy, so you can cut the rope?
One.
Oh, he's a sadist.
I'm warning you, Nate.
Two.
You'd better think about this. I'll follow you to the end of the world to get my revenge.
What's the difference? You're hunting me now, even though I just want to be left in peace.
But next time it'll be personal.
You kind of have a
We're
point
right
there.
over the Northlands, miles from the nearest settlement. By the time you get your hands on a ship, I'll be several days ahead of you.
If you're gonna fight in the Pacific, you're gonna need torpedo planes.
Oh, just one knobby little finger left.
You know what, Nate? I'll leave you for now. But we'll be meeting again sooner than you think.
But what about long-range
Don't worry,
bombers?
I'll find you.
To
After
destroy
all, you won't be
the,
going much farther.
or
You-
at least cripple the
What
industry of your said opponent. Oh, there's a large boulder coming your way.
Uh-oh.
That's a Wilhelm scream. You heard that? That was a Wilhelm scream. Penguins.
You? This is a nature reserve protected by Petra.
Why does it always have to be
What if you
penguins?
landed on one of the penguins, What then?
Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a Yeti.
What the? Whoa! Hey!
Look, I'm hanging upside down like Luke Skywalker, except I don't have a lightsaber to free me. Is this a guy
I'm
in a
afraid I
suit?
know what that is, and I'm afraid I know its plan for me.
No, there's only him. There's no... Is that who I think it is? He looks like... No, it could be J.R. McCready from The Thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call the stream here because I had some trouble starting it up. Then I decided to go with the sidebars, or the handlebars. Could be J.R. McCready. He looks like Kurt Russell with a beard. Except there is a video game that is based on The Thing, but your main character has a similar outfit, but it doesn't have the beard. Oh, maybe we'll get some Mountains of Madness here. Yeah, but I'm gonna stop the stream here because, and then I'm gonna continue on Saturday because if all goes well. Yeah. Oh. Boy. And then there was The Shadow Out of Time, which was one of the first... Hang on. There is some Hindu mythology that kind of works with time travel. But I think Shadow Out of Time was also a time travel story. Yeah, anyway. See you soon. Until next time. Oh, I gotta save first. It's a thing. Oh, what? Come on.